SummerSlam 2026 takes over US Bank Stadium in Minnesota for 2 full nights, featuring a massive 12-match card. You are looking at an 8 to 10-hour viewing commitment over the weekend, a volume of content that naturally leads to viewer fatigue. WWE's marketing will suggest every match is a historic milestone, but a 12-match card inevitably includes segments that are more functional than legendary. For example, the match between Liv Morgan and Io Sky. Despite the promotion, this is structural padding, a secondary title defense designed to fill the bracket. Managing a weekend of this scale requires a strategy focused on your personal preferences rather than raw volume. We can analyze the card's value using this matrix. One axis tracks the time and lore investment required, while the other measures the immediate mainstream impact. Night 1 leans heavily into spectacle. It is designed for immediate impact with very little background knowledge required. Night 2 moves toward the lore-heavy quadrant, rewarding fans who have followed the weekly television storylines. Calculating your personal return on investment is subjective. A technical clinic has no value if you are only watching for high-impact stunts. To get the most out of the weekend, you have to identify your fan profile first. The casual fan profile is built on star power and mainstream spectacle, often bypassing the complexities of weekly continuity. If that describes your viewing style, Night 1 is your primary destination. The height of this spectacle is Brock Lesnar facing Oba Femi in a Hell in a Cell match. This heavyweight clash prioritizes visceral, high-impact action inside a steel cage, avoiding the slower pacing of a technical match. Night 1 also includes the return of the Bella Twins, a move intended to draw in crossover audiences. This culminates with CM Punk, who remains the weekend's most recognizable pop culture attraction. Prioritizing Night 1 offers the most spectacle per minute, though you trade away the depth of the long-term storylines. Work rate purists prioritize in-ring technique and match pacing, focusing on how younger talent is elevated through their performance. For this profile, the mid-card on Night 2 provides the highest technical quality of the weekend. The Intercontinental Championship match between Penta and Chad Gable is the prime example of this elite in-ring work. Gable's match concludes a character arc that has been building for months, proving that stakes don't always require a world title belt. You also have the 5-way ladder match to crown an interim champion while Rhea Ripley recovers from injury. Purists should note that the Danhausen vs. Dominic Mysterio pole match acts as a significant pacing roadblock. This segment is based on comedy and sports entertainment tropes, which differ sharply from the tone of the technical bouts. Investing in this mid-card rewards fans of pure wrestling, though it keeps the focus away from the major world title changes. The lore investor looks for predictive trends and narrative payoffs that span months or years. Matches like Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor are essential for understanding the direction of the roster heading into the fall. A strategic loss for Zayn here would be a volatile result, but it sets up a long-term redemption arc for next year's WrestleMania. On Night 2, the featured bout between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins serves as the climax of a story 14 years in the making. This contrasts with the Cody Rhodes match, where a loss is expected to keep the championship on his opponent for a longer run. The match outcome matters less than the character evolution, specifically a potential heel turn that would reset the roster's hierarchy. These specific results establish the new power dynamics and championship contenders that will define the rest of the year. This flowchart categorizes the card based on viewing preference and time availability. Following the 2-hour spectacle cut limits your viewing to the 3 biggest marquee matches of the weekend. This path saves time, though you miss seeing the next generation of stars rise through the ranks. Choosing the Night 2 commitment focuses your time on the Rollins storyline and the technical undercard. This highlights the technical depth of the roster, but you will miss the weekend's peak mainstream cultural moments. The World Heavyweight title match serves as the essential anchor for anyone following this Night 2 path. By mapping out your weekend this way, you take control of your time and prioritize the wrestling that actually matters to you.